Hello everyone, welcome back to the Weekend Off-Roading channel. In today's video, I will talk about how I completed a 4,500 kilometer road trip down to California, which is about 2,800 miles in my 04 CRV. So the first thing I did was I replaced a couple items before the road trip. The first item being the rear shocks and struts, because those were going bad after 3 years of installation. So I just replaced it with a cheaper unit. And so far they've been holding up well. It is a lot stiffer than the other unit that I had, and the other unit was a TRQ. This one is the Rock Auto, I think one of the cheapest ones, and it is stiffer, so I did not need to use the Sumo springs, and it holds weight in the back pretty well because again it is a lot stiffer. So I had to change that before the road trip. I also had to change the radiator because that's started to leak. It was the OEM radiator, so I just changed it out with a new Denso unit. So far, it survived this 4,500 kilometer road trip and hasn't leaked yet, so I got on that. I noticed a leak because there was coolant on the floor, so I had to change that out before the road trip, or that would end very badly during the road trip because, again, 4,000 kilometers going to California and then or 2,250 kilometers going to California and another 2,250 kilometers coming back home. So if there's any issues, that'll be very bad. Before the road trip, what I also did was I changed the oil, and then also when I talked about the radiator, I changed out the coolant as well, since we needed to do that. And then I also changed out the rear diff fluid as well before this road trip. So everything is in tip-top shape before this 4,500 kilometer journey. And yeah, that's all the maintenance I did. Also, when I went on the road trip, I took off my roof rack and I actually upgraded it here as well. So now I have a Rhino rack roof rack. Before I had the eBay special, which started to crack actually on the base. Because I have all this weight on the roof. So just like a disclaimer, if you do get one of those cheapo ones, just make sure that you don't overstack it with a lot of weight. Even though sometimes it says it can hold 150 pounds, I doubt that because I was holding less than that and it started to crack. So now I got this new system, obviously a lot more money and obviously a little bit higher than the eBay special. So that's something to note. I will do an update video on this rack when I have a chance to, because I just installed it. So far I like it. The only thing I don't like is it's a little bit higher, so I lose a little bit of clearance on the roof. So instead of me being able to fit in garages that are 6 feet 6 inches, now I can only fit in 6 feet 7 inches, so a little taller. But so far it's much more solid than the other one that I had, and I'm really enjoying it because now I can add a lot more weight to the roof without having to worry about the old roof rack flying off. And another update is I got a new hub style tent, kind of like a Gazelle T4, but a way cheaper version that I haven't even deployed yet. But so far from reading the reviews, people seem to really like it. And it costs a lot more or a lot less compared to the Gazelle. So I'll do an update video on that here as well. But again, today's video, I just wanted to do a quick update on my vehicle and the road trip I completed with this car, and I trust it a lot more. So that is something that I just want to update you guys on this video.